Lefkada is one of the most beautiful islands in Greece, and it's especially famous for its beaches, cliffs, and bright blue water. But even though the beaches are probably the main reason most people come here, Lefkada is not just about swimming and lying in the sun. You also have mountain villages, waterfalls, boat trips, scenic drives, monasteries, and dramatic viewpoints like Cape Lefkatas. And what makes Lefkada really nice is that the island has a mix of easy beach days and more adventurous places that take a little more effort to reach. So, in this video, I'm sharing the top 10 best things to do in Lefkada. Let's go! One of the best places to start your trip is Lefkada town because it gives you a nice introduction to the island before you head out to the famous beaches. It's not the kind of town where you need a strict sightseeing plan. It works better if you just walk around, stop for coffee, look at the colorful buildings, and enjoy the relaxed island atmosphere. A good area to explore is around the marina and the main streets nearby, where you'll find cafes, restaurants, shops, and plenty of places to sit down for a drink or a simple meal. Some attractions you can consider visiting are the Archaeological Museum of Lefkada, where you can see old pots and things like that, and the Agios fortress, which is like a kilometer away from the town itself. Lefkada town also has a different feeling from the beach villages, because it's more local and everyday, but still lively enough to enjoy as a visitor. You can walk by the waterfront, see the boats, and then slowly make your way through the smaller streets. It's also a good place to visit in the evening, when the heat is lower and the town feels more comfortable for wandering around. If you want a proper beach day in Lefkada, Kathisma beach is one of the easiest choices. It's a long beach on the western side of the island, with bright blue water, pale sand and pebbles, and green hills behind it. It has that dramatic Lefkada look, but it's also much easier to visit than some of the more remote beaches. What makes Kathisma nice is that you get both scenery and comfort. There are beach bars, sunbeds, umbrellas, restaurants, and parking nearby, so you don't need to prepare too much for the day. You can just come here to swim, relax, and stay for a few hours without feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's also known for paragliding, so you may see people flying above the beach before landing near the sand. You can try paragliding yourself as well if you're brave enough. I think they start the flight somewhere from the cliffs above the beach. Since the beach is quite long, you can usually walk a bit farther if you want a slightly calmer spot. It can get busy in summer, but the size and setting make it one of the best beach stops on the island. Porto Katsiki is probably the most famous beach in Lefkada, and it's one of those places that really does look like the photos. The beach sits below huge white cliffs, with bright turquoise water and a narrow stretch of sand and pebbles at the bottom. It feels more dramatic than a normal beach day, which is why so many people make the trip here. Part of the experience is seeing it from above before going down. The view from the top is incredible, with the cliff, the water, and the beach all below you. You can reach the beach by walking down the stairs, or you can visit by boat if you want to see the coastline from the sea. I'd try to go earlier in the day or later in the afternoon, because it can get very busy during peak summer. Also, depending on what time of the day and year you visit, the heat can be very intense next to the cliff if the sun is shining directly. The umbrellas you see on the beach are what people bring with them, and it's definitely a good idea to bring your own, and something to drink and eat as well. Even with the crowds, Porto Katsiki is one of those places that feels like a must-see in Lefkada. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please tap the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. For one of the most unique viewpoints on the island, head to Cape Lefkatas, which is also known as Cape Ducato. This is at the southern end of Lefkada, where steep white cliffs drop into the Ionian Sea, and the lighthouse stands right near the edge. It feels completely different from the beach towns and busy swimming spots because the whole area is more rugged, windy, and dramatic. The main reason to come here is the view. You get open sea in front of you, cliffs all around, and that feeling of being at the very edge of the island. The lighthouse itself is not something that takes a long time to visit, but the location makes it special. I'd say it works best as a scenic drive and photo stop, especially if you're already exploring the southern part of Lefkada. Sunset can be beautiful here, but the road is remote, so I'd make sure you're comfortable driving back afterward. It's not a beach day or a town walk, it's more of a wild viewpoint, and that makes it one of the most memorable stops on the island. For a smaller village stop with a beautiful beach nearby, visit Agios Nikitas. It's a traditional coastal village on the west side of Lefkada, and it has a very different feeling from the bigger beach areas. Instead of a long line of beach bars, you get narrow streets, tavernas, small shops, and a relaxed village atmosphere close to the water. The beach right in Agios Nikitas is easy to reach, so it's a nice place to swim or stop for lunch without making things complicated. But if you want something more scenic, you can also go to Milos Beach, which is nearby but feels much more natural. You usually reach it either by walking over the hill from Agios Nikitas or by taking a small boat when the sea conditions allow it. The walk can be hard, hot, and sweaty, but that's what I actually like. Proper shoes and water are definitely a good idea. Once you get there, the beach feels more open and less developed, with bright blue water and a wilder setting. Agios Nikitas and Milos Beach combo is a great stop if you want a mix of village charm and a more special beach experience. For a different side of Lefkada, spend some time in Karya, one of the island's traditional mountain villages. After all the dramatic beaches and sea views, this is a nice change of pace because it feels quieter, cooler, and more local. Instead of cliffs and beach bars, you get narrow streets, stone houses, small shops, tavernas, and a village square where you can slow down for a while. What makes Karya interesting is that it still has a strong connection to Lefkada's traditions. The village is especially known for local embroidery and handmade textiles, so it's a good place to see something more cultural rather than just another viewpoint. You can walk around the village, stop for coffee under the trees, visit a small folklore museum if it's open, or have a relaxed meal at a local taverna. It doesn't need to be a long stop, but it gives the island more depth. Karya is a good reminder that Lefkada is not only about beaches. There are also mountain villages, local crafts, and a slower inland side that's worth seeing. Another incredible beach to visit in Lefkada is Egremni Beach. It has that dramatic west coast scenery the island is famous for, with huge cliffs, bright blue water, and a long stretch of sand and pebbles below. What I like about Egremni is the scale. The cliffs are massive, the beach feels open, and the color of the water can look almost unreal on a sunny day. A lot of people visit by boat from places like Nydri or Vasiliki, which is also a really nice way to see this part of the coastline from the sea. Going by boat is probably a good idea, because even though there are stairs and a road to the beach, at least sometimes you can only park quite far away from the stairs, and then you have to walk the steep road both ways, which at least in the summer can be really tough. Either way, Egremni is for those who want to experience raw Lefkada instead of the easy and more crowded tourist spots. For a break from the beaches, visit the Nydri Waterfalls. Lefkada is mostly known for its coastline, but the island is also green and hilly, and this is a good place to see that softer, more natural side. The waterfalls are near the village of Nydri, which makes them easy to combine with a day on the eastern side of the island. The walk to the waterfalls is part of the experience. You follow a path through a rocky, green area with trees, shade, and a more peaceful feeling than the busy beach areas. At the end, you reach the waterfall and a small pool where people sometimes cool off, especially in summer. There's also a nice little restaurant near the parking area where you can drink a smoothie or eat something. Just keep in mind that the amount of water can depend on the season, so it may look more impressive after rain or earlier in the season than during very dry periods. But even if there isn't much of a waterfall, it's still a nice change of pace after cliffs, sand, and swimming. Another non-beach stop worth adding is Faneromeni Monastery, located on a hill not far from Lefkada town. It's one of the island's most important religious sites, but even if you're not visiting for religious reasons, it's still a peaceful and scenic place to see. The monastery has white buildings, a quiet courtyard, gardens, and views over the surrounding area. What I like about Faneromeni Monastery is that it's easy to visit, but it still feels like a proper break from the busier parts of the island. You can walk around the grounds, see the church, and visit the small museum area if it's open. The location also gives you nice views toward Lefkada town, the lagoon, and the coast, so it works well as a short sightseeing stop before or after exploring the capital. It's not as dramatic as Porto Katsiki or Cape Lefkatas, but it has a calm atmosphere that makes it feel different from the rest of the list. If you want to add a bit of culture and quiet to your Lefkada trip, Faneromeni Monastery is definitely worth a visit. A boat trip from Nydri is one of the best ways to see a different side of Lefkada. The west coast is famous for huge cliffs and dramatic beaches, but from Nydri you can explore the calmer eastern side of the island, with small islands, sheltered water, and beautiful sea views. It's a good option if you want a relaxed day where you don't have to drive from beach to beach yourself. Many boat trips leave from Nydri and visit places around the nearby islands, such as Meganizi, Maduri, and Scorpios, depending on the route you choose. Some tours also include swimming stops, caves, small villages, or quiet bays where the water is clear and calm. What I like about this kind of trip is that it makes the island feel bigger. You're not just seeing Lefkada from the road or from the beach, but from the sea, which gives you a completely different view of the coastline. It's also a nice break if you've already spent a few days on the busier beaches. You just get on the boat, enjoy the views, swim when there's a stop, and let the day move slowly. And that's all for my Lefkada travel guide. Let me know in the comments below which of these 10 things you're most excited to do. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.